You know I fell on hard time, bad luck fell on me. Well, now payday fell on Friday. That's a distant memory, but don't you do me no favor. Well, just you let me live and learn. The main differences between People Gonna Talk and The Hard Way is some of it's got a lot posher, a lot more sophisticated and dressed up. And like the other guys in the band are doing more of the arrangements and stuff. And it's also in an opposite direction, it's got a bit more rough and ready, there's a bit more aggression, and it's gone for a much fuller sound.
You know, I'd say it's got a bit more variety, and there's a bit more to the instrumentation, and we have some special guests. It's just more involved than the last album.
I'll steal your heart away in time. Karina, she was a girlfriend I had a while ago. I tend to sort of use real names. I do the opposite of the Dragnet program, you know. It's a fictitious story, but I use real names. The only time I've used the real name and the actual sentiments are about that person is the one I wrote for and about me, Mrs. Jacqueline, so I haven't sprung that on it yet. Let's put it this way, you know, most artists are their own harshest critic. I'm my second. I think maybe the whole distinction of our stuff is the fact that it is against the grain of the technological trends of what's going on now.
I'd always felt the best way for James to record would be to put him on the spot with his musicians and record it as live as possible.
There's no messing about in there. If you play it wrong, it's wrong. You can't change anything. It's a good way of working. It captures a bit of essence of what you do.
I've never recorded that way with the analog directly on the tape, everybody in the same room. So we get done the tape and you go listen to the playback and it sounds like an old record already without mixing or anything. And it was an eye-opener. It was like, wow, this is how they used to record.
No, I'm not a technophobe. It's just I do prefer analog things. I prefer film to digital.
It's all a bit Heath Robinson in there. It's just like contraptions of mad old microphones, and he's got this mad mixing desk from Abbey Road with two levers like this. It's like the Starship Enterprise. It's not really like a recording studio. Most studios have millions of buttons. Liam's got two levers that go like that. It's quite fantastic.
We got Alan Toussaint on the album. It was a minor miracle, really. He practically invented the idiom that we play our stuff in, you know. All the stuff I'm into, he practically wrote most of the songs I like. Well, I love you, baby, and I'm always well, but your big mind about to get me killed. If you don't believe me, baby.
That man has got so much funk in his fingers, he's just unreal. He can just go ding, and
we had our ideas for the way certain songs were going to go, but when you get someone who can pull in something and say, well, okay, I'll just do this. He didn't even talk about it, he just played it. You think, yes, that's right, that's absolutely right.
I first saw James Hunter at Joe's Pub in New York, and it was a delightful surprise. They were totally off the beaten path. Nothing stock about it. You couldn't find that on no shelf anywhere. And all evening, from one song to the next, there were no throwaway moments. And I like to term it as magic. It was pure magic.
I think I was under some good influences. When I worked on the railway, I was stationed in Clacton with these old fellas. You watched them and it took all the terror out of getting old. You know, they're the kind of blokes who made you look forward to getting old. They were really funny. This is a new song called The Hard Way. Thank you.
When?
Okay, absolutely still. You had to learn the hard way what everybody knows. You know I hate to be the one to to say I told you so. Yeah, you took a heart away.
I think finally when we got in the van this trip, someone had a finished copy, which we all heard. It was pretty much silence for the 45 minutes that we listened to it, and then everybody looked like, wow, there's not a lot we'd change.
This is just very, very fresh. And I'm sure this music is going to delight a whole lot of people.
You do influence people, you know, people hear it and it's another point of view and they'll take that away with them. And that's why music is a force for good, you know, potentially, and in the right hands.
Are you the right hands?
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, certain songs you hear and it sounds like it'll stand the test of time. You could hear that 20 years from now. You say, wow, that's a great song.
I mean, you know, if the world ends tomorrow and my record ain't come out yet, then I'll know it wasn't actually my fault. Advisor's hard to swallow. Hello, Amazon customers. This is James Hunter, and I've got a new album out on. Let's start again. Hello, Amazon customers. This is James Hunter, and I've got an album coming out on. Hello, Barnes and Noble. Hello, Borders customers. This is James Hunter, and I've got a new. I don't talk about it. Hang on, which one was I doing?